see you there. Well, anyways, hello there and welcome. It's been a while since we've talked, but aside from that, you've clicked on the video because you want to do push-ups. Well, you're in luck because I'm a push-up expert. Right now, I can do 40 pounds on my back and do 1 rep max of push-ups, but soon I will level that up with my training regimen. But don't worry, I'll spill the beans on my training regimen and what I do on a daily basis. So, strap in and buckle your seatbelt.
Cause it's about to be some turbulence.
And maybe even hold your horses actually, because I will blow your mind. It's actually pretty simple, but if you apply it and stay consistent every single day with rest days, you too can do a push-up. Anyone can. So, let's get straight into it. For your foundation in push-ups, what you're gonna wanna start with, and what every beginner should start with, is something like wall push-ups or chair push-ups if you can go low enough. But basically with wall push-ups, let's say you're just on a wall regularly, just like doing push-ups, correct? If that's easy, and if you can do at least 6 of those, then you can move on to the next progression, which would be going lower and lower and lower and lower. That's what a wall push-up would be. If you can do 6 reps of that variation, you should move on to the next level. That's what I'm trying to say. And let's say you get to the point where you can do 6 push-ups. Then at that point, you can either increase the reps or you can increase with weight by like getting a backpack or a weighted vest to basically become more explosive. And if you don't want to add any more weights, you could also do explosive push-ups or change the variations to make it harder. There's lots of variations to it. But I will show you some examples of the wall push-up, then the chair push-up, and the downward progressions, and how a regular perfect push-up should look like. And with push-ups, you should always prioritize your form before your reps. So let's say you can do 50 push-ups, but you're going halfway down, or you're basically incomplete. But versus someone who goes all the way, they would be stronger and just better at push-ups, or if their form was correct. You always want to maintain perfect form when doing push-ups, because not only does it reduce injury, you can also easily increase push-ups that way. And you can also target many muscles with just muscles alone. Mostly upper body. With lower body, you're gonna have to do something leg related. But for push-ups, let's say you were doing regular push-ups, that would mostly target your chest, your biceps, your forearms, basically everything here, including your shoulder. But it's mostly a chest activated exercise. And once you move on from push-ups and weighted push-ups, you can also mix in a little bit of pike push-ups, where you basically do a push-up in front, or no. Also, handstand push-ups are really good. And if you cannot do a handstand push-up, you can work your way up with negatives. And going back to the other progressions, I forgot to mention, but you should probably also, this is very important, you should do negatives, which is where you go, let's say you can't do a regular push-up, you would want to go slowly down and then get back up. Even like, let's say you can't push back up, what you'd want to do is get back up some other type of way by, I don't know, standing up a little or something. And then just keep going like that, move back, then do it again, move back, and do it again. Hopefully that makes sense for all of you. And do not worry, I will also be covering more topics in the future. This is just the start of me scratching the surface on a bunch of working out techniques, or me giving my advice that I've used for the past 5 years, believe it or not. I mean, it's been 5 years. I know I may not look that muscular, but I sure can perform a lot of moves. Also, do these at your own risk. I am not liable for anything that happens to you. Ooh. Something also very important to consider is getting parallettes once you've gotten more accustomed to push-ups or any type of variation. They're a lot less, they basically put a lot less strain on your wrists. And a reminder, whenever you're doing push-ups, remember to always warm up or doing any type of exercise. That'll increase the likeliness of that you will not get injured when performing an exercise. So keep that in mind. Another thing that I wanted to bring up is your reps. Let's say you can do a max of 6 push-ups, correct? And you're really exhausted after those 6 maximum rep push-ups. That's all you can do. You're probably gonna want to rest for at least 3 minutes. So on the next the next set, you will be able to also do 6 reps again. Because let's say you rest for a minute or 2 minutes, you might be able to do them, but it's better to rest more if you're going for more strength-based exercises. Like basically going for your max. Let's say if you're going for like endurance or more reps, then you'll probably want to rest less. From my experience, at least. There's also a lot of different techniques for doing push-ups, like hand placement or using different types of fingers for push-ups, or maybe just using your fingertips to do push-ups. And if those are your goals, you can always add on to what I'm saying. You don't have to stick to exactly what I'm saying. You can go and do your own research and see what everything you can do, because there are thousands, maybe even hundreds of ways to do push-ups in different types of ways. So I won't be able to cover all of them, but I'll at least get some basic ones that I know of. And with that, everybody, I think I'm gonna conclude this video because I've talked about almost everything that I know. And I know I've missed probably a lot of things, but you can comment down below what I did miss and what I should have included in this video. I can also expand upon this video in the future, maybe like a part 2 or something. This can be part 1. But remember, I will be going into depth with different types of exercises, like let's say the pull-up or dips or squats, things of that sort. I will be expanding on the bubbly ash universe of push-ups, pull-ups, and all of that sorts. But yeah, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.